Metro Police, SAPS, Traffic and Correctional Services are now enjoying even better benefits because SAPU is championing workers' independency, prosperity and professionalism through free workplace representation, free advice and legal assistance of up to 100,000 Rand per case, including a free social responsibility payout benefit to your family. Join SAPU. Call 086 137 8887 or SMS SAPU to 43366. T's and C's apply.
Well, today, General Molefe, we'd like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to spend some time with you today, just to understand the workings of SAPU Legal and to give the members a little bit of an insight into what SAPU Legal has to offer. And obviously, potentially finding out from new members that are coming on board, they understand what they're getting, paying their monthly membership fees. Just a little bit of insight into, so the members can understand what their benefits are all about. So
okay, thank you very much. You're welcome, really, and thanks for coming to visit us today. You will appreciate that SAPU as a union operates within a police environment. Né? Now, I come from a policing environment, and I'll talk to the detail a little bit later on that one. But long before I came into the police, I was already in the world of work. I'm a qualified lawyer. I'm an admitted advocate of the High Court. I practiced law before I came into the police in 1998. So I stayed in the police for a period of about 18 years, working in the legal environment of the police. I came into the police at the rank of colonel, and by the time I left the police, I was a lieutenant general, and I was heading the police legal division nationally. So I was practically responsible for all legal kind offerings in the department. Whether it's just pure civil litigation against the police, labor included, legal advice on the core business of policing, which is the criminal aspect of things, or any form of legal advice that would have affected the department. I was responsible for that. How I came into SAPU Legal, or why I left the police, I hit the age of 60. At age 60, the public service computer throws you out. That's what happened to me. I could have gone anywhere, but I took my time a little bit. I sort of took things lightly, relaxed a little bit. I was toying with the idea of going back to practice and so on. Whilst I was busy with this debate in my mind, SAPU approached me and they told me about this idea that they are putting together to assist their members, and they invited me in. I thought about it and I thought, okay, it might be worthwhile because it's still police members that would be needing my assistance, and this is where I am. So I came here, I think about May this year, but the scheme itself started in December 2017. So it's like, I don't know how many months now for me. So I think I'm heading towards 6 or 7 months now. Yes.
So General, with you coming into the union, obviously you were a SAPU member over the last couple of years. Were you a member of the union?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because remember, I was operating at management level, so to speak. Yes, it was there was nothing really legally that would have precluded any person or member to be a SAPU, to be a union member per se. But there was always a choice whether one would want to be a union member or not. And when I looked at my portfolio, I sort of thought, no, I need not really be so obviously this particular union.
General Molefe, just from the members' perspective and new members that would like to join SAPU, won't you just give us a little bit of insight into the workings of SAPU Legal? If one of the members would need your assistance, what would the process be?
Okay. This is basically what is called a legal department, if you like. Ne? Members' problems can vary. They could be simple issues that would not necessarily be needing a legal kind resolution, but they might nevertheless be one or other form of complaint, usually labor related. Now, we are a legal division within a union environment. A union is there to assist members in general with their issues. So at ground level, we have what is called shop stewards. Now, those will be the people that would be dealing with issues that are not necessarily, needing legal resolution. A member could be complaining about maltreatment at work. That in itself might need a particular process to address, for instance, a grievance kind process or a grievance kind approach. That's where the shop stewards would come in. Now, why am I mentioning shop stewards? They are an essential part in terms of how we are accessed by members. Our members are ground level members, your ordinary police persons, constables, and so on. Yes, we do even have senior people. But how we are accessed in the main is through the phone. We are a call center here. We run a 24-hour call center. We also have an email address that's dedicated to that. Members can send us messages at any time of the day. And we are always able to pick up messages via that email address. The call center itself, the number, even after hours, is able to the mechanism can spread calls to various people that work in this office even after hours. In short, even if you call after hours, it will ring here, but it will divert itself to whoever that's available and can assist. That's the first part. I'm talking about access now. Now, members obviously need to understand the kind of assistance we are offering here. Now, when you go into our website of SAPU, and there's something about legal on the website as well, there is a list of benefits there. It will tell you about benefits. It will tell you about the limit in terms of how far can we pay in terms of those benefits. It will also tell you about exclusions. In a summary form, we'll assist a member with his personal issues. It could be a divorce, it could be a maintenance, it could be domestic violence, it could be somebody suing the member for debt, or the member is suing somebody for whatever. We'll assist. A member could be involved in something criminal. We'll assist, be it bail. We actually have a bail benefit. We can pay for the member's bail. We'll also pay for the member's criminal trial or cost related to that, if it gets there. But the bail money, once the trial is over, usually the bail money is paid back. It's our money, it comes back. It comes back to us. We'll also assist the member with his employment-related kind problems of a legal nature. We can, depending on the complexity or whatever issues that might be needing that kind of approach, we'll assist with a member's disciplinary hearing. Not all disciplinary hearings do we assist with. It might be a disciplinary hearing that is very complex or that is raising certain issues that we might have an interest in as a union from a policy point of view. We might want to assist with that kind of thing. We'll assist members with arbitration processes. These would be processes that kick in after, for instance, a disciplinary hearing. Beyond the arbitration, what will usually come in is a review process. It's a court process. So we'll assist with those as well. So we are really giving an across-the-board kind offerings of a legal nature. Yes, subject to certain exclusions. The obvious exclusion would be, we'll obviously not assist with matters that have as a starting point a date before this scheme came into being. Now, the scheme came into being in December 2017. If, for instance, your issues date back to before then this particular scheme cannot assist. There may well be members that before the scheme came in were part of an earlier scheme that was voluntary.
Well, General Molefe, obviously having a look at the setup here, the call center that you have, we know that the guys are on call 24/7. We know that the turnaround time is quick. Well, out of the 80,000 members that we currently have, how many people would you say that SAPU Legal has assisted throughout the year so far?
I would say we're looking at about 1,500 between December last year and end of October this year.
Perfect. And
yes.
I'm sure that there's been a lot of positive outcomes on a lot of those 1,500 cases?
Yes, definitely. Although, what I'm saying is not really based on any form of study, because we're still going into, we're still building the scheme. We're looking at means and ways, of tracking all sorts of things, our work and so on, and feedback from members and so on. But in the main, what we've noticed is that, and this is the feedback, by the way, we get from the lawyers that are assisting us, there's greater interest out there in the scheme. A lawyer will assist one or two members, then there could be other members who are sort of following whatever the lawyer is doing, or get to know what is this lawyer doing for their counterparts. And immediately members realize that this is what SAPU has to offer via SAPU Legal. Then members want to come on board onto the scheme.
So on average, how many calls are coming through to the call center on a daily basis?
We field no less than 10 calls that are, assistance kind of related per day. Yeah.
Perfect. And
yes.
then those calls are obviously dispatched accordingly to
yes.
lawyers and internally, and you guys will decide where those calls need to be allocated?
They go straight to the call center. The people that are sitting in the call center are a mixture of people. It's legal advisors and shop stewards. Yeah? Now, what would happen is some matters would be matters that really need our assistance. That's when the normal now admin would kick in, a file is opened, and then if it's a matter that needs a lawyer, then a lawyer is also put on board. Then some matters are simply matters that can be resolved a lot quicker, especially shop steward related matters. Then those are dealt with immediately. See. Now, lawyer-wise, we have, and this also talks to the speed at which we can assist people. We have a database of lawyers, and it's growing at a fast rate. And the reason is simply this: our biggest function here is to manage fees for members to pay for their litigation-related issues. But this is done on a principle of cost-effectiveness. So we need to have the right lawyer at the right place. If a member is calling from Pretoria, I have a problem in the Pretoria court, we'll obviously need a lawyer from Pretoria, not a lawyer from Johannesburg. So we're managing that. The scheme is still new, so we're also building that database, we're spreading it out. Now, we've had challenges, especially in rural areas, where you'd find that, there's very few lawyers around some of these towns, and in some towns, no lawyers at all. So what we've done in any event is to try and sort of get to a situation where we know which lawyer to locate anywhere in South Africa. For instance, if we can't find a lawyer within 30 kilometers of a court, then we look at the next town then we usually succeed with that. But we retain such lawyers in our database going forward, depending on whether they would actually accept our tariffs, because we operate on a tariff-based kind system. In other words, we control these costs. We negotiate within those tariffs. That's how we sort of manage these issues. So, turnaround times, yes, we're able to come to the members' rescue in double quick time. For instance, in non-urgent matters, we have a standard in this office. We're saying once we've put a lawyer in place, we need to be able to tell a member in 24 hours that, look, this is the lawyer that's going to be assisting you, for instance. Urgent matters, it's fairly obvious. We will try to get a lawyer on board as quickly as circumstances allow.
General Molefe, we would just like to thank you for the time today. I'm sure the members feel a lot more at ease now having a look at this interview. We'd just like to thank you for all the work that you've done and all the work that you're going to do for the members. And we hope to chat to you soon in the near future.
Thank you very much.
What are the things that unite us? Is it Ubuntu? Is it the safety of our townships, rurals and suburbs? Is it the men and women who protect us so that tomorrow we get another chance to fulfill our dreams? As an independent union, SAPU ensures that our men and women enjoy better working conditions so that they can also fulfill their dreams. What is the essence of our organization? Join in the conversation. South African Policing Union. Together, we will make the difference.